An Namaste Sage is all about finding meaning in the opposites at the end of the day now. You know, and these people, especially in the modern world, it's like black feminist, vegan, lesbian, atheist, or some shit. It's like all those labels, they're ridiculous. I mean, I just look at someone like that. It's like, no, you don't have no idea. The self is an illusion. You have no idea who you are, truly. To really know who you are, you have to come to self-realization. You only do that when you put yourself in certain environments in life, and also when or situations in life. You also come to self-realization when you stop trying to define yourself. So it's like, how can somebody be a Satanist and a Christian, or a Christian and an atheist? Like, that doesn't make sense, right? Well, it's because you motherfuckers want to pigeonhole yourselves into labels that really don't make sense at the end of the day. Because how can humanity come to objective truth? Humanity coming to objective truth about how things are? Humans are so dumb that they can't really do that. The best you can do is find meaning in the opposites, and that's how you could come to an objective truth. Not by trying to pigeonhole things into identities of, oh, this is who I am, this is how I identify. Dude, you have no idea who you are. You're lost. You probably led some fucking propaganda or something at a young age. You have no idea who you are. You're a lost sheep, like everybody else. And people really love their labels, and it's like, delabel yourself so you can let yourself free and be the real you. It's like, well, I don't know if I want to do this, I don't know if I want to say this because it makes me feel awkward because I also do this. But it's like, so what? Get rid of the awkwardness. Let the awkwardness go and be authentic to yourself. Being authentic to yourself is being your whole self, and you have to own your shit, dude. Own all your shit. Crying in front of people is one of the best fucking things you could do for your self-esteem, because you truly don't give a fuck when you do that. You're strong enough to say that I'm letting you see my weakness so that I can get over feeling weak. So you allow yourself to cry in front of people. And it's like, they would never do that. They would never cry in front of strangers like that. They would never cry in front of people on the internet. They wouldn't. They think that's lame. Blah, blah, blah. But you're lame, motherfucker. You're lame. You're lame because you think that you're something that you're not. But you have to let yourself free, dude. And you do that by not trying to define yourself all the time. Because the self is an illusion. The ego is an illusion. The self, that's where the Buddhists get right. That the self is non-self. The ego is an illusion. The self is, it's like, you're not a fucking black, vegan, lesbian, atheist, dude. You have no fucking idea. What does that even mean? You have to really explain that. Really explain that. Really explain what that means to you, how it impacts your life, and how it helps you, and blah, blah, blah. Really explain that to me. And then you have to get to the nature of things. Oesia, the essence, hypostasis, the essence, and I started studying all this Christian theology stuff of the ancients, of the people like the early Christian people, like Origen and people like that. Apophatic theology is how I came to understanding God. So it's like, people judge me. It's like, dude, it's like in my childhood, I grew up atheist, Anton LaVey, baby. It's like, dude, that's me. That's still in there. That's still part of me. That's in my underground section of me. That's still in there. So, but an atheist will see me talk about God and they'll immediately judge me. It's like, dude, I fucking am all, Anton LaVey's in my spirit still. It's like, but I'm allowed to fucking be into fucking Christianity or get into Christianity if I find truths in it. There's truth in everything. Religions are flawed because humans don't know shit at the end of the day. Religions are flawed. Humans don't know. Humans can never know the truth. You have to find meaning in all of it. So it's like, allow yourself to find meaning in the opposites. Be a fucking Christian and a Satanist, or a Satanist and an atheist, or a Christian and an atheist, or whatever the fuck, or a fucking Democrat and a fucking Republican at the same time. Like, seriously, like, you have to honor and unite all the opposites. That's how you find meaning in life. You have to if you're going through hell, dude, you have to be able to find some kind of beauty in that shit. You have to. That's the only way you make it out alive. You can't, when I was in jail, it wouldn't make sense to be all mopey and say, oh my God, my life sucks. Dude, blah, blah, blah. Your life sucks because you're in jail, but if you don't fucking refine your mind, then you may just die if you don't. You have to refine your mind. You have to let go of negative energies and toxicity and all that shit. Allow yourself to be fucking happy, dude. Find it in you. It's in there somewhere. Find the happiness in you. You have to find it. Speak your fucking truth, dude. People are gonna fucking hate you so much because they're gonna see you as arrogant, because they're trying to mask their own insecurities, dude. People's hearts are pretty shitty. That's what I learned. People have pretty fucking bad, terrible hearts. And it's funny with the whole coronavirus situation. So many people are dropping dead of heart issues. Well, it's because, motherfuckers, y'all have terrible, wicked, evil hearts, literally. You have to be able to I'm speaking metaphorically, but I'm also speaking literally at the same time. So it's like, people who have a bad heart, they also, in a scientific sense, have a shitty fucking heart. Literally. They have a shitty fucking heart. And I'm here to fucking say science and religion used to be unified as one thing many years ago. The ancients knew that. The king used to be a king and a priest. He used to be the high priest and the king. That was the sacred king. That knowledge is long gone. The modern society is nothing like that. Nothing like that. The Egyptians knew about the divinity of science and the science of divinity. How are you going to talk to me about light, being a light worker, but then you won't talk to me about light in a scientific sense, like photons? It's the same thing. It's the same thing. You can talk about light in a spiritual sense, and you can talk about it in a scientific sense, and they both interrelate because it's the same thing. It's like the heart. It's like someone can have a fucking bad heart, medically speaking, but they can also be corrupt heart in a spiritual sense. And it does mean that because it interrelates. It's the same thing. And it's like, how can people want to say, no, I'm not like that, I'm like this. It's like, dude, you are everything. Everything is in you. In order to free yourself, you have to find the meaning of the opposites, dude. Own your fucking shit. People don't want to do that. They want to act like, oh, there's nothing wrong with me, blah, blah, blah. There's something wrong with you. There's something wrong with me, but I acknowledge there's something wrong with me. There's something wrong with me until I own my shit, and then I speak my truth about it, and then suddenly it's gone because I've blended the opposites. So that's cognitive dissonance is now destroyed. So yeah, I mean, there are flaws in everybody, but you have to acknowledge your flaws. So I happily will cry in front of people, and then I'll fucking laugh and cry and laugh and cry and laugh and cry and cry and laugh and cry and laugh and cry and laugh. And that's what I do, and that's what I do. That's exactly what I do, because why should I fear someone's judgment of letting them see me at my most vulnerable moment, letting them know, things about me that make me feel insecure? Well, then that means you're holding on to that insecurity. Why would I want to hold on to such insecurity? Because then that means I avoid situations. Why would I want to avoid situations? So that I can impede my growth and development and success in life? No, but people have to overcome their demons, face their inner demons. Deal with your fucking shit, dude. Deal with your fucking shit. Own your fucking shit, dude. Fucking cry and fucking, that's why I tell people about, oh fuck, I want to commit suicide. It's like most people would hide that. But, why are you talking about that? Because it's fucking real, dude. And you definitely actually struggle with the same thing, because it's a human thing to want to die at some points. And if you say otherwise, you're just in complete denial, dude. And I have nothing more to say to you, because you're not being honest. And I don't like people who are not honest, because they're not honest to themselves. And how the fuck could I respect something like that? I can't. So sorry. So I have to fucking talk to somebody else or something. You know what I mean? That's my attitude towards people like that. And That's why that was the whole point of Anonymous Sage in the beginning. Show them my flaws, dude. Show them my worst aspects of myself. But then I got locked into that pattern of showing them my worst aspects of myself, and I really started identifying myself as, okay, I'm the worst aspects of myself now. And I started living that out, and it's like, dude, you're a fucking idiot. Like, you never really were the worst aspects of yourself. You have that in there, sure, but you're giving people, you're not really, as much as you talk about honesty and speaking to the truth, you're not really being authentic to yourself by feeding them false information. Because if they met you in person, they'd get a totally different understanding of you. And it's like, yeah, you can be like that, how you portray yourself, but really you're just showing them a persona, dude. You're not showing them the real you. You're showing them a false self that you created to keep yourself alive, which is really what it comes down to, all those negative ass traits. And people really judge me on that. They really think I'm this bad dude, that I'm this bad fucking guy, that fucking, just a bad person in general, just a bad person. But really, actually, I'm a great fucking person. I'm a great guy. I'm a really great guy. So stop trying to define yourselves. It's so foolish. It's like, your labels are ridiculous. I have nothing to say to somebody who honestly defines themselves with so many fucking hyphenations. Dude, just shut the fuck up, with all due respect. Just shut your fucking mouth. Just shut your fucking mouth, please. People like that have no idea what the fuck, and so you're telling me that you understand the nature of reality and why we're all here and the meaning of life and such, and because you're defining yourself. So if you can define yourself, then you can tell me what I am, right? You would be able to tell me what I am, because I'm opposite of that. So clearly I am what I am. You'd be able to identify that, and therefore you'd be able to tell me what reality is. That's basically what those implications mean, dude. And no fucking way you're going to tell me who I am, because you have not the faintest clue of who the fuck I really am, and what the fuck I really do, and what the fuck I aspire to be. So just cut it the fuck out, people, of the modern day world. It's like Anonymous Sage. People, they have trouble pronouncing the name. It's like, dude, it's because you're so invested in this woke culture of all this stuff and this nonsense and this, trying to be popular for the sake of being popular and sacrificing your soul at the end of the day, that if a sage were to come around, if Jesus were to be born again in the modern day world, he would be, all the hypocrites would fucking judge him and hate him. And it's kind of my point. It's kind of my point, but we don't even need to look at it in terms of Jesus Christ. Let's look at it in terms of the sage, the philosopher. So if somebody were truly enlightened, like myself, who has the spirit within them, which the ancient Greeks would call the daemon, which is not the same thing as the later Christian version of demon. It's a totally different concept, and it became bastardized and totally confused things, to say the least. But the daemon was basically your holy guardian angel inside of you that you're supposed to honor, your holy guardian angel. And my inner spirit is this fucking British dude from the 1800s or something. I kid you not. And he talks about the Lord and God, and that's who that dude is. That's who I am. I speak about him in third person, because once you get to those levels of self-realization, everything else fades away.